So the first thing that we want to talk about, this entire unit is all about bioenergetics. So we're breaking down into 3 different sections, right? So first section is going to be on metabolism. Right? So what does metabolism mean? Oh, it's broken down into 2 parts, right? What's the buildup and what's the breakdown? Buildup is metabolism. Therefore, breakdown is metabolism. So you need to know those 2. And just remember that in anabolism, it's build up and it's energy in. Whereas catabolism is breakdown, it's energy out. All right. Now, looking at it, you need to know the difference between organic and inorganic compounds. So, in other words, be able to identify them. Our exception, of course, is CO2, which is inorganic. Right. So, organic usually is carbon with some sort of hydrogen after it. Right. Carbon, hydrogen. Now, we have essentially 4 main metabolic strategies. Now, that's a key term. I want you to make sure you understand what that means. Metabolic strategies. Okay. So when we talk about them, we call them metabolic strategies. There's essentially 2 things that classify metabolic strategies. What are the 2 things that we've talked about this entire unit? What and what? All right, but what that's referencing one of the 2 things. That's referencing Chego. So energy and matter, or in this case, in our carbon. Okay. So with our metabolic strategies, we have to know our energy source, our carbon source. So when we look at those 2 things, there's basically 2 parts to the metabolic strategy work. All right. So first one I'll ask, what would your typical plant be? Your common autotroph was brought up. What would we actually call that? Anybody remember? I'm going to call that a photo autotroph. Now, in a photoautotroph, the first part of this metabolic strategy tells you the energy source. So what's our energy source for a photoautotroph? Light. Now, the autotroph means self-feeding. So it makes its own food from CO2, which is inorganic. Right? But there's another type of organism that makes its own food or stores energy in its own organic material. And what's that called? That's our chemoautotroph. Now, its energy source is actually inorganic chemicals, meaning not based on carbon, but it still gets its carbon dioxide, or it's carbon from carbon dioxide. All right. So those are the 2 autotrophs. Autotroph means self-feeding, so it's got to build its own organic material. There's no organic molecules to start. It uses an energy source and carbon dioxide to make organic matter. Make sense? Self-feeding, making itself, making food itself. Now, the other 2 metabolic strategies would be the 2 opposites of these. So what's the opposite of an autotroph? Good. All right. So what are we as human beings? What kind? Chemo. Good. So you can have chemo heterotrophs and chemoheterotrophs get their energy source from what? Food, organic material. Where do they get their carbon from? Nope, we don't get carbon from CO2. We breathe it out. We also get that from organic material. All right. So chemoautotrophs get their energy and their carbon both from organic material, and that's us. Okay? And then finally, the one that kind of stinks is what are we missing? Which combination are we missing? Photo heterotrophs. They get their energy from what? First part of the word is always their energy source, so they get it from what? But because they're heterotrophs, they also eat organic material. Right? So I'm going to give you a an example of an organism, and you have to determine its metabolic strategy and how it uses. Well, this it says how it uses glucose, but how it uses its energy. Right. So does it make its own glucose, or does it have to eat and break it down? Right? So you need to use some key terms here. And some of the key terms that you'll need to use are things like photosynthesis, cellular respiration, anaerobic respiration, things like that. Okay? This is your project that you guys already did. All right.